Hey everyone. Hopefully the audio is coming through here. I didn't have my mic set up last time when I stream like Farm Simulator. I'm usually on my Xbox, so that's kind of why kind of made it easy to stream audio and stuff. I didn't have that set up right now. In my last video on my computer, I didn't have that set up, but now I have that set up, so hopefully you can hear me okay. Alright, so we are starting on day 11. We didn't, like I said, the first two videos I didn't have my audio recorded, so you just kind of got the in-game sound. Picked up a new game on the Steam sale last week called TCG Card Shop Simulator, and it's been a lot more fun, kind of addicting than I thought it would be. It's pretty fun. Pretty much as the title says here, you you run a card shop. Yeah, so we'll, like I said, we're at day 11 right now. The first 10 days I'll have up on YouTube or whatnot. But yeah, so let's go ahead and dive in here. Yeah, we'll just load this. This is fine here. The cards are Tetramon, obviously a direct ripoff of Pokemon. I've read online that there are actually mods that you can mod the game and get Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon or Digimon cards in the game, but I haven't taken the time to do that yet. Give me one sec here. I'm going to turn down the audio a touch here. Okay, so we got the audio turned down a little bit here. I did some rearranging in the last video here. At the end of the last day, the register right here was normally along here, and then there's nothing else in the shop, so you have to buy the shelves and the tables and then this display stand here. So I originally had the gaming tables were along over this way, the shelves were along the wall there, and then this display case. So this displays single cards at a time. It can hold up to 10 singles. That was kind of pushed up against the window here. This machine is a air freshener essentially to unstink the stinky people that walk in, because there are, let me pull up my phone here. In the reviews, I don't know if I'll be able to find it or not, there were reviews that were like 1 star. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to show up now. We've got actually up to 4.9. It was at 4.3. There are reviews, and there was a bunch of 1 stars that were talking about the smell of the store. So I put in the air freshener stink remover thingy right there. So that's hopefully to capture people. Essentially, they have to be in a certain radius. The game doesn't really tell you, but ideally with where it's positioned, they walk in and they get splashed with it, and then they don't smell. So real quick, what we need to do here is we need to restock before we open for the next day. The main cards I've been buying so far are the basics and the rares. This box, if I remember right, has 6 packs per box, or 8. So it's just kind of like a bundle if you're familiar with Magic or Pokemon. It's just like a bundle box, so you can see right here we got those. And then these are the single packs right here. We have some dice because we were selling some board games. So we have dice And then these are deck boxes of different colors here. The reason I got the deck boxes is because when the customers walk in, they'll have like sometimes a little bubble over their head, kind of letting you know their thoughts if something is too expensive or if it's a good deal and stuff like that. And I noticed a lot of people that were coming in, they were coming in and then walking out because there weren't any deck boxes. So that's why I got the deck boxes there. So what we're gonna do is we'll stock up on blue because we don't have any blue. Probably pick up board games, and then we obviously need to stock up on the orange packs here because we only have 6 left. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna rip these. So you can either sell or open the packs. Obviously, opening the packs is how you get the singles to sell. So let's go ahead and pop some. The last video that I had, we ended up pulling a $680 card, if I remember that right. So that's pretty cool. Kind of what we're targeting here is a pack value of like $4.10, something like that, because that's pretty much what we're selling the packs for. So we got $8.95 there. Give me 1 sec, I'm gonna turn down the shoot, I hit the wrong button. Let me load that back up, sorry. I want to turn down the sound effects because those sound effects are pretty intense. I imagine they might be a little loud when I'm trying to talk. So back to settings here. Get those down about there. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. So let's see. So these sell for $4.04. So ideally, you want to make more than that because, I mean, that's what you're selling the pack for. So you want the card value total to be more than $4, which come out ahead of there. Some of the card designs are pretty cool. Some are pretty basic. I like that they have like hollow cards in here. They have different borders. You see the card on the far left. It's a silver border card. Let's see if we get anything good, any hollows or anything. Yeah, so you can see here this one's a first edition, but it's also got a holographic effect to it. It's a $9 card. And I think this might be the last pack. Silver edition card. And I got a gold edition there. And then first edition. Nothing too crazy, but the packs were pretty good. So let's go ahead and we'll open up the album real quick. And then the album here. This is our first page here. I don't really collect these. You can. As you go through here, these are all my like cheap cards. Pretty much what I do, you can see at the top too, I have 110 collected out of 1400. Pretty much I open up the packs, I grab the 10 most expensive cards. Oops. Grab the 10 most expensive cards, throw them on here, and we sell them. Let's grab these last two here, throw them on, and then you come here. I always set to market price. There's options here, so you can set to market price. You can do 10% up, 10% down, or 10% up, 10% down. You can also round it up, so it'll round to $2 there. If you did this, I believe it rounds to $1.50. Oh nope, rounds right down to $1. But I just do market price, just for sake of not worrying about it. There are people every now and then that come in and will offer to sell singles to the shop, and you can negotiate on that. Depending on the price of the card, it's kind of dependent on if I want to sell it, if I want to negotiate or not. Sometimes you'll come in and you'll have people like wanting to sell you a card for 27 cents. Like I'm in market prices, say 24 cents. So if they don't, I mean, you're literally like, you can offer them 18 cents. You're only going to make 6 cents on that card. So I don't even hassle with that stuff. Usually it's like $50 and above is when I'll negotiate with them. So we got our singles out. Let's go ahead and restock now. I kind of got sidetracked there. So the bundle box unlocks at 12. Level 12 is when we can also purchase the license for epic cards. And then we'll scroll down here. You've got legendary cards. These are battle decks here. You've got a expansion, I would assume, is basic Destiny pack. So you have an expansion to the game, and then the rare, epic, legendary for the expansion, plus the decks. So quite a bit to work through. Looks like level 50 is required for the max. Oh, 70 there. And we're at level 10. You can kind of see up here in the top right, we're at level 10. There are accessories you can buy. So these are the cleansers that help make the stinky people not stinky. There are card sleeves that I have not purchased yet. This is where I get the dice. So let's look back up here real quick. So this card sleeve is $500. So you have to pay $500, which allows the license to this product. So then after you purchase the license, you have to purchase the product itself. So for example, we'll say the cleanser was a $100 license. You have to pay $100 to be able to purchase it. And then you still have to spend $73 more to actually get the product. So this would be $500 to unlock it, and then whatever the price is for the packs. Similar to the dice here, 16 dice, 16 packs of dice is $202. The license I think was like $500 or something like that. So just like the initial startup, oh, I guess it's 50. I kind of saw that right there. So the initial startup for blue dice would actually be $272, not just $50, because you still have to buy the product beyond that. And then there's here some more sleeves, kind of match with the game. These are the deck boxes I was talking about, so we're going to buy some blue deck boxes here. Actually, we're only going to buy 8 for now. Then there's a binder. There's another binder. I believe this is, oh yeah, it's a play mat. So if you're familiar with trading card games, that's the mat you set your cards on. These are all play mats. Looks like there's some comics here you can buy. Yeah, so that's the accessories. There's figurines. You got plushies and stuff like that that you can add to the shop. I don't have any of this stuff purchased yet, so we're gonna buy the deck box. We're gonna buy we'll buy 2 of these, so that'll give us 64. They'll give us 64 cards, 64 packs. Actually, no, we'll buy 3. We'll do 64. Let's do 4, because they'll give us plenty. And we have the money. Again, so here I bought the license for both of these. Math here is what, 90 to 80, or you can buy them in 64 for 90 to 80. It just comes in one box versus 2 boxes of 32. That's why I have not purchased this yet, because it's a $500 license, so I'm not really too concerned about it. Same thing, haven't bought this yet because I'd rather just pay the extra and get the bulkier one. So let's go ahead and purchase these, and then we will back out. We're gonna go to the tabletop section. Again, all sorts of products you can buy. You can buy penny sleeves. Actually, I was gonna buy these, but the license was $800, which is a little expensive. But I think it'd be cool to offer these and top loaders as well. You know, just kind of people to protect their cards and stuff. All sorts of other stuff here. Play mats, card preserver. Looks like it's a probably like bags, if you're familiar with cards at all. This is probably a bag that goes outside the top loader here. You got 1 touches here, it looks like. Oh no, these are different kind of top loader. These are kind of flimsier. You got sleeves for your album and stuff like that. Here's the board game. So we are gonna buy 2 of those. That'll give us 4 board games. And yeah, I think that's going to be that. So we were pretty stocked up here. Actually, in the last video, I learned that you can open the box and stock it just like this. Previously, I was opening the box. I'll show you what I was doing last time. Previously, I would take the box, set it down like that. I'll open it. I'd open the box, set the box down, grab the product, and do this. That's how I was previously doing it, because the game doesn't really give much of a tutorial other than on the left-hand side you can see there what your keys do. So yeah, I was doing that with packs of cards, and it took forever versus doing it this way. Much faster than the way I was doing it last time. You can pay employees to run the register and to restock shelves. I've yet to do that yet. The shop isn't really that big. I assume when you expand and your shop is bigger, you would need to do that because you'd have more customers. The customers will get upset if you don't, take care of them, whether they're waiting to trade a card to you or they're waiting to pay. The customers will get upset with you, so definitely might be useful to have an employee in the future. So we are pretty well stocked up now. We've got a couple board games there, we got some dice, we got our deck boxes restocked, we've got these are in pretty good stock here, the bundles if you want to call them that, and then all of our packs here. We've got 64, 128 there. Yeah. So we will go ahead and start the next day. Gives you a recap at the end of the day of what how the day went. We made good profit because we sold excuse me, we sold that $680 card that I was talking about. You can see here our earnings from card was $745 because we had that big card sell. So that's kind of why we ended up in the green. Only ended up paying $500 worth of supplies to restock and all that jazz. So we'll move on to the next day. We are on day 11 here. Come over here, open up the shop, and then we just kind of wait. People will trickle in. We'll help them out at the cash register. And yeah, I don't think there is really any advertising that you can do. I kind of looked around. There's decor, like posters, maybe to like draw people in if you put them on the window or something. But there's not really a advertisement. Here's the recruiting I was talking about. So it's $500 to process this person on top of $50 for Zachary Cole to be an employee here. And we've got our first customer here. Looks like he's buying a couple singles. And then not everybody pays with a card. And you will see that's probably the most annoying thing about the game. Obviously you can set all of your products so there would be no change needed. Well, coins I should say. But yeah, to pay in cash you have to come through here and click out their change, and it's kind of a hassle. Yeah, and if you don't give them their change correctly, obviously they're going to get upset. And sometimes the game will click dollars a little bit faster than maybe you're used to, and you will give them more money back than they should get. That happened to me a couple times when I was first starting out here. But yeah, this is the least favorite part of the game here, is doing that. Here is a stinky person, as I was talking about. The stinky thing obviously did not work. So need to evaluate where that. Yeah, see, so it caught him on the way out though, so maybe we just need to adjust where that is actually at. Oh, they change. Yeah, and so you can see this lady over here that just purchased stuff. She is actually waiting over here with the red exclamation point because she wants to do a deal. Yeah, so she is asking for $42 for the card. The market price is $54, so we got a $12 profit there. We are going to offer her, we'll say $38. And we'll see if she takes it. Oh, she did. Perfect. She said that was the best deal ever, so obviously we're going to go right here. And we're going to throw this card right out there. Throw it on for market price, and we'll be making about $16 profit. $18, $16 profit. See, just like that. See how I like double clicked and it accidentally gave him too much? That's kind of what I was talking about. So if you don't pay attention, you might slip him an extra $1. See, that guy didn't get hit by the meter, and he literally, whoa, this guy bought a lot of stuff. He walked right past the thing, and he never actually got hit by it. If you have a numpad, my keyboard does not have a numpad. If you have a numpad, it actually works with this. You can type in the numbers, so that'd make it a lot easier. But I don't have one, so. Accidentally gave him an extra $1 there. Probably not the correct change, but you know what? People that ask for change kind of tick me off, so they kind of just get what they get. And then, when the stink meter doesn't hit, I'll do it myself. Maybe need to refill it. Hey, and look at that. He bought the card already, so. Just like that. The lady sold us the card, we bought the card, and we are in good shape here. Apparently I have to wait for that, okay. This gentleman bought a lot of packs. There is a guy that comes through, and I'm surprised we haven't seen him yet because I always call him my #1 customer. He looks like Steve Jobs, the old Apple founder, CEO guy. But he hasn't made his way through here yet today. You'll see him when he comes in. Hopefully he comes in. And obviously there's only a handful of skins for the customers. See, he's shaking his head, he's mad there's nothing on the shelf. There's only a handful of skins for the customers, so obviously people look a lot alike and there's duplicates. Actually, let me show you here real quick. So they're playing a game. They were playing a game. You can actually manage the kind of game that they play. So they're playing standard format. You can modify it to standard, pauper, fire cup, earth cup, stuff like that. And then you can edit the fee that it costs. And it shows you that there's a store nearby that charges $7, so obviously we want to keep it at $7. So they're currently just playing standard. On the welcome screen, there is a roadmap kind of the game that the developers have, and on the roadmap is actually being able to play the card game itself. Right now, your only interaction with the cards is to be able to open the packs and sell them and look at them. That's about the extent of it, but you can see that there are cards. You know, this says draw 2 cards. They all have different effects, like they're building towards an actual playable game. So that'd be kind of cool to see when that happens. I messed that up. Okay. That was a mess. The most cards that I've seen someone come through and buy is there was a guy, I think it was the Steve Jobs looking guy. He bought 56 packs of cards. It was nuts. It was like $170 odd worth of cards or something ridiculous like that. That was pretty funny. That was pretty early on. That was in one of my earlier, like when the card shop first opened, like maybe like day 3 or 4, something like that. But it's pretty funny. Yeah, we need to get some more cards there. I should have threw some out, but the problem is with people coming in and out, it's hard to stock stuff and then put a price on it and all that jazz. And then you have people waiting to come to the register. So I usually just do my stocking at night. Change perfect. Nice, last 2 cash customers didn't need any change. And then you can't mix and match stuff, so you can't put blue and green deck boxes together. It'll limit you based on what the tag is. So when I first bought dice, I overstocked and I needed the dice to be sold so I could free up a spot on the shelf, and yeah, that's when I found out kind of that you can't mix and match, so you got to keep your packs separate and all that stuff. So dang, she must have been really stinky. That like didn't affect her. She just like swiped her arm. Tell you what though, this will affect you. I don't know if that ticks the customers off or not, but they're still here, they're still playing games. It's a little late, but we'll go ahead and throw these out here. Kind of disappointed. It's been all day and our Steve Jobs friend has not been in here. He is normally the go-to customer that is always in here buying stuff. Same with this guy too. This dude in the suit and glasses, he's usually frequenting the shop pretty often too. And the store hours go until 9 o'clock. So we got about a half hour left. Here they go 8 to 9 or 9 to 9. I can't remember what they are, but essentially if you want to alter the hours beyond that, you open and close the sign there. Didn't get that guy either. Apparently he needs a lot. He must have been really stinky. Alright, this guy wants to interact here. Asking. Hey, not bad. Usually when people come in to offer their cards, they're asking for over the value of the market price, and you gotta talk them down. Alright, well, we'll be able to make some good money on that one. Change needed. Hey, that's a pretty cool looking card. I'm gonna offer him just because that card's cool looking. Nope, he didn't like that offer. That's okay. We do have this card though. It's gonna make us a pretty penny. We picked it up for 85. We can sell it for that. We're gonna be pulling in what, $35? It's not a bad deal. Alright, everyone is out of the shop now. Let's go ahead and close that for the day. Let's see. We could probably restock these boxes. Maybe some deck boxes, maybe some games. These did not move very well. We sold 10, and then whatever this is, 19, I think. Not 9. Yeah, 19. Didn't move very much. 29 of them. Know what that means. Let's move them ourselves. Let's go ahead and rip some packs. And we came out ahead on that. I'll take that. That's the main goal, is to come out ahead. Got any game-breaking cards yet though. Ooh, $5, that one's cool. I think that our most expensive card was in our first little set that we opened was 9 and a quarter or something like that. I think that was our most expensive card we've opened so far. Hey, 1282, there we go. It's the new lead for the night, is the 1282 card. See if we can pull something over 100. Another $4 card. Not bad. So I think we've come out ahead on every pack so far, and this pack will be no different. This could be a dud. Nope, still came out ahead on that. Alright, so every pack we opened, we came out ahead on. So, since we have a good stock, I'll go ahead and open up some more. Mainly I want to be able to get more expensive cards on the singles shelf there. This is a solid pack. Nice. Hey, $15. There we go. Got a new high for the night. We got a $15 card. I'm excited to get to the next tier of cards because I want to see that one's kind of a dud. excited to see the cards that are in there, because I imagine they have it, so only certain cards come out of certain packs. Pack's been kind of so-so. Must have sold the good cards. Good packs. One more pack in there. I think this might be our last pack. I wasn't really counting. Ugh, that pack is trash. All right, that's a pretty solid start though. We've got some good cards in here now. Looks like we need to pull out one more card. Perfect. Set everything to market here. The card prices do fluctuate. The singles and the product, actually all the product, the price will actually fluctuate. I usually don't check it very often, maybe once every 2 days or something like that. But these packs will fluctuate. Yeah, see, so these probably aren't moving because they're over almost a quarter more than what they were. So we need to scale that back there. We're about 9 cents over on that, but we'll scale it back since we're looking at it. These ones went down about 15 cents. Nothing to adjust there. Nothing to adjust there. Nothing to adjust there. Okay, not bad. So yeah, I bet that's why these weren't moving as much, because they were priced a little bit higher than what they should have. I probably should have paid attention to that, but let's go ahead and restock here real quick. Actually, before we restock, we'll go look into the DIY stuff. This is essentially how you add stuff, shelves, racks, tables to the shop. This is the auto scent thing I was telling you about. Did not get my $500 worth, I don't think. I think that was a mistake to buy that, because it was $500 for that, and then I didn't realize that you had to buy a cleanser to put inside of that, so then we had to do all that. So it ended up being like a $1,200 adventure, only to find out that it doesn't even work. I'm excited to get the double side shelf. Might be able to do something more creative with the shop in there, and then yeah, there's more stuff here. You got the glass displays for if you want your expensive stuff, your expensive cards. Renovations, you can add expansions. It looks like I haven't messed with any of this stuff yet. So let's go in. What are we gonna restock? Let's get a thing of those. Buy one of those. We're gonna buy one of those. Do we need more deck boxes? Nah, I mean we could, but we'll just leave it because it's kind of a hassle to do all that. So we're good on that. Place that order. And then I do want to grab those because those sold pretty well. Stocked up, so we'll just go ahead and so this being the nice thing about having one of those warehouse shelves is to put the unused product somewhere. I don't really have a location to put that at the moment. Could buy another shelf, but I could keep things even here. And more packs. gonna actually pop 5 of these packs here because we haven't popped these ones in a while. See what's in here. This is the basic set, so this one we're looking to get about $2.70 out of. We're not gonna get anywhere near that. Oh wow, a lot closer than I thought. There we go, that paid for the pack. Again, these are the basic cards. So you're not really going to pull much good stuff out of here. I think the most valuable card I've pulled out of one of these packs is like $26, something like that. Usually don't open these packs, so you kind of see why. It's kind of duds. There's not really anything worthwhile to throw onto the shelf. But opening packs does increase your shop experience up in the top right there. Not very much for these packs, but yeah. So we got the we've got the singles display set up. We're good on that. We're good on that. We'll kind of let the deck boxes run out as they run out. So we'll go on ahead and hit enter. We'll start the next day. We'll do one more day, and then I'm gonna call it a stream. It's gonna be a short stream today. I gotta get some dinner and stuff like that. So still came out ahead, 459. Sold $200 worth of gaming products, $100 worth of cards, and overall like items 558. I assume that's like packs. Would be my guess. You can see there were 5 dissatisfied customers. There's not a way to look into that. As you can see, I just clicked it and it took us to the next day. My guess is the dissatisfied people were the people that were looking at this when it was empty. You can come over to here to reviews. Nope, here's one comment about the smell. There's someone complaining about the smell right there. So we were at 4.9. That 1 star took us down to 4.6. Yeah, so these are the reviews from yesterday. Put that away for right now. We can take care of these guys here. And so what we'll do is when this clears out, I will restock it. So you must need a what's it called here? You must need a better sprayer for the stinky customers. That's the only thing I can think of is why this isn't working as well as it should. It's turned on. Actually, now that that's available, I'm gonna buy these real quick and stock them. see, is this the expensive card? Yeah, that one right there. So we want to keep an eye on that corner right there and see if someone buys that card right there. That's the card we want to sell. Oh, this guy bought a lot of cards. I think when you expand, I would assume that it goes into this room right here. You can see there's some space in there. And then obviously the door right here would lead into there, would be my guess. I'd like to expand over into that room and then put the tables, the gaming tables, in there. And then have just the storefront right here be the actual product. See, he's digging the prices. You can just see that little bubble above his head. Talking about how he thought that was fair prices. So that's good. It's kind of a quiet day in the shop right now. People are mainly just here to enjoy the company and play the game. I like that on the table it shows their accessories. Before I purchased the accessories, it didn't actually show any accessories on the table. Like when I didn't sell them, it just showed the cards. Hey, there's our $120 card. It would just show the card on the thing, sir, before we do business. Check him out real quick. Yeah, so this is kind of what I was telling you about. Market price is 40 cents. He wants to sell for 28. Like, I usually don't mess with that just because, like, it's going to take up a spot here, and it's a 28-cent card. Whatever the case may be. Let's go ahead and reload this here. I don't remember how much space was available. Oh, 3 deck boxes, all the same color too. $6 worth of deck boxes. And now we're starting to get busy here. Let's give him a quick offer of 15, see if he'll take it. He doesn't like it. Let's do 16. Starting to get a line. Probably not the most efficient way to give change, but like I said, people are buying with the cash, I don't really care. Yikes, too much. Let's see if she'll take 3. That's too low. I'll give you a 310. Alright, I guess that wasn't too low though. Alright, business starting to pick up a little bit. Okay. Some cheaper cards out there. You got some $2 cards, $3 cards, $4 cards, $5 card, and then you've got the $1 $20 card. What do we ended up buying that for? I think we bought it for like 16. That's what we ended up getting. So we're only gonna make like $4 off the card. But you know, you walk into a card shop, you want a little bit of a variety. You don't want all cheap cards. You don't want all way too expensive cards. So don't know if that actually plays into this game at all, but we're gonna go low on this one. Make $5 off that card, that's not bad. Being lazy, I'm just gonna give him all that. The other reason I set for market price here, the cards will fluctuate. When I pulled the big card that I sold for around $660, somewhere in that area, I think when I pulled it, the actual card was $680 or $690 or something like that. So that is kind of one risk, you know, buying a card from somebody else. Is if the price tanks and you're not, you know, giving yourself enough room to make up money, you're obviously going to lose money on the card. So you can kind of see here this has been fluctuating in the $20 range here of between $20 and $21, so not too bad. You can check the price history as well when someone offers you a card. So you can kind of gauge if it's been volatile or not. Looks like we're level 11, so that's cool. Let's see, so these have gone up actually a little bit. Sorry, we can't be getting bad reviews of our shop stinking. Alright, 9 o'clock. There probably won't be any more customers coming in. And then usually what I'll do is I'll wait until they're done playing their game, then I'll close up the shop. I don't know if it'll affect, like if you close it and that makes them stop their game. I'm not 100% sure, but obviously I don't want to be getting dinged on that, so I don't ever do it. We'll get a couple more sales here before the night ends. Not bad, not bad. And that'll be the last customer for the day. Alright, go in here and go over here and close it. Just like that, we're stocked up on that, so we're good there. Not gonna buy any more games, not gonna buy any more accessories till those sell out, kind of like what we did with the yellow or the orange deck box. Once this one sells, we'll restock during the day. Not gonna restock these cards at all. These have not been selling very well. You know, I'm not gonna restock these either. I'll just leave these like that, and we're gonna go through and open up a pack of 8 here real quick, and then that'll be that. See if we can get some good. Oh, look at that, 27.80. That's our most expensive card of the stream so far. Obviously, this is a winning pack. 36 bucks. That will more than make up for every single pack we just open. Or that we will open, so as a whole, we'll be coming out ahead. Getting some cool cards. Had a good string of luck so far. Haven't had any dud packs. We've had a fancy card in each pack for the most part. Nice. Oh, that's a cool card. It's like a borderless full art, 41.65. That's a good card. That was very good. We ended up making what, 40, we'll say 42, 28. That puts us at what, 70 already? 75, 80, 85, 90. I mean, we got almost 90, over 90. We probably got $100. We got over $100 worth of cards. So that's pretty cool. So let's throw these ones out there. Get a good variety of cards here. Now, ideally, when we start getting some of the more expensive cards in the better packs, I want to be able to get, I want to get a cabinet like this card display here, or this one, something with glass, and kind of put it back in this area so it kind of has the more fancy feel. You know, you walk into a card shop and like their expensive cards are usually in a certain area versus their cheap singles or whatever the case may be. So yeah, with that, I think we're gonna call it a stream, and I appreciate everyone taking the time to watch, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.